All right, YouTube. This is going to be our video on the SeaDoo switch and the jet pump, changing out the impeller and the wear ring. Have not done this before, so this was new to me because I haven't owned a boat in years. But so here's your jet pump. There's a little rubber seal that goes around here, and this is the issue: is this gets all scraped up from debris entering the jet pump. And of course, the impeller's already been removed, and we'll go through putting it back together here. But the first issue at hand, once you get the impeller off, later on in the video I'll show you when we put it on, it's just basically the reverse. You got to have a special tool, but we'll get into all that. But you can see this wear here. I've seen a couple videos on getting these out. The concern I had is the switch runs a thicker wear ring. This is the wear ring. Impeller goes here. So my concern was some of them heat this area up and pry it out with a screwdriver. Well, I think that'd work fine for the thinner ones. Some of these pumps on the watercraft run like half or less than half of this. But this being so significant, I'm going to try using a little air reciprocating saw, which you can get numerous places, but it's pretty significant. So what I did before I started the video is I just took just a utility knife, and I just cut a little groove in here. And the purpose of that was to see how thick this was, and then if I cut somewhere else, maybe give me some relief. But you don't want to scar up your housing, because you got to press a new one of these in. So if you did, maybe just touch it with your blade or whatever you're using, no big deal, but definitely don't want to cut too deep into this. I did measure this. This is the stick out, if you will. It's a reference point. It's 6 millimeters from here to the top of how much that sticks out. So, well, let's just get to work here and we'll see what we can come up with. So I'm cutting at an angle here. Gotta adjust the video camera. There we go. So you can see we're starting into it there. Definitely want to take your time here. All right, so it looks like we got a chunk of it coming out there. Now with these, you can turn as you go along. All right, and you kind of see how far we've gotten here. So the concern with this is as I get a little deeper, my blade's not long enough, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So we're getting there. We're working it right into here. I've realized I'm making quite a mess in my shop, so I'm going to take this outside and I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. We're outside where we can make a little bit better of a mess here without too much problem. Just going to make sure I got my camera angle there right. Looks like we can see, so we'll just keep cutting. So we're getting down there. That's got a nice groove to it there. so we got the right idea here. Now I'm just going to need to work it in this area here. Hope you guys can see. I'm going to turn a little this way here. There we go. Slowly but surely. All right, so what I think I'm going to do here is get this pried up, this piece here, and then voila. So there's the wear ring, and I got a small little like groove in there, but I mean I can't even feel it really, so I'll be able to just take that out. So there's the wear ring. Now we'll move on to the other parts. All right, we're back. We have the pump in the press, and we have a large enough board to cover the entire area. I will tell you that to get this started, you have to be pretty much right on target. And what helped was a little hammer as you start drifting in, so you can level out. So let's see if we got it, because I think it had started going in here. You can always move it around a little bit too, but I'm going to tell you that getting that started was not easy. But I think once you get going there, saw another guy YouTube video, it just drops right in there, but probably gonna have to stop and readjust because I don't know that my press will throw this far. So like I said, 6 millimeters was what I measured on the wear ring of the stick out there. Looks even so far. Might make it. Doesn't look like it's mushrooming out. There we go. Then I can just make any final adjustments, I would think. It's plastic, so you don't want to go too far. Looks like it's coming to the end right there. So let's go take a look here. All right. So I will measure this, but that does look like it went in okay. And so now we have a wear ring. So I'm going to remeasure this, come back, and we'll put the impeller in. All right, guys, just really quick. This is what I was talking about here. I went around and I measured this stick out here. Sorry, one-handed. I'll readjust. And I did that in 4 different places. I come up with just shy of 6 millimeters. So I went around to all 4 places here. Sorry, all 4 places, and then I was able to tell that the wear ring's in there straight. So just measure up once you get done pressing it in. All right, guys, we're back, and we've got the pump in a vise. What you can see here is there's a tab on the shaft itself that you can get it in the vise, get her cranked down, get in there. So we have from the previous video, we have the wear ring installed. We have a new pump that was rebuilt, and let's see if I can remember the guy's name. I'll put it in the notes. Good company though, quick turnaround and fair prices. You can do a number of different things here. You can get it balanced and coated. I got it balanced, you know, so don't be too put off by the fact this is really tight in there. When it goes in, it just like, it's super tight. So so what we're going to do is we're going to thread this on. Okay, it's regular threads here. There's on the nut itself, I'm sorry, on the threaded part of the shaft itself, put a little anti-seize. So we're just screwing that on right now. Goes down in there pretty nice. There is, I don't know, I measured, there's very little clearance between this wear ring here and your impeller. So if you want to be a YouTube hero, you got to have lots of light. So I'm wearing like 6 headlights. I'm in the dark part of my garage. This is awesome. Just a moment with this, you know, really the hard part of doing that on a press is most guys have access to a buddy with a press if you don't have one, but square up really good, and then you get somewhere where you can see all sides of the press, even if you got to drag your press out. Because what I found was it was trying to sneak out because I wasn't perfectly on it. So what I did was where I saw it kind of start to go, then I used a mallet and I just softly tapped it in with that big block of wood that you saw from the other one. So I got that screwed in there. Now when I took this out, I have a torque wrench that can do reverse. So what I did was I put the torque wrench in reverse just to see how much torque it took to get it off, and it took 108 foot-pounds. So I'm figuring that's pretty close to where we want to be. So now this here, this splined section of your impeller has a specific spline to it. Now the 100, 130, 170 guys, you'll use one tool, and then the 230 actually has a different shaft. So here we are. Here we got our tool, and that's from Solus. Here on the smaller horsepower switches, we're using the tool, the WR011. You can get that from Amazon. And so then we got our guy here that goes into this. All right, and then we're going to tighten it down here. I'm going to set that up on there, get that all set, and then I'm going to torque this to 108 foot-pounds. And then once I'm all done here, I'm going to take my little rubber goodie here, and I'm going to put that back on, and when we're going to be good to move on to putting this back in the boat and go boating. So I'm not going to bore you with the torquing it down, but we'll pick back up when I head over to my my boat's location, which is not in my shop currently, and then we'll show a little bit of the install. So basically the video is gonna be focused on this second half, but if you just reverse everything we did to take it off, then you'll be good to go. Like if I were taking this off, then I get the tool and just, you know, it's traditional threads. So to loosen it, you know, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay, all right, we'll catch you on the next side here.